Hey guys, this is Page from Beebom.com, and Samsung has just announced its brand new Galaxy A31 smartphone, and as you can see here, it's right here with us. So what are you waiting for? Let's unbox the Galaxy A31 and see what's new in the latest A series smartphone. Let's unbox it. So in the box you get this transparent silicone case, these earphones, the USB-C cable, the 15-watt fast charger, and of course this, the Galaxy A31. This is Samsung's new A series phone, and design and build wise it's not a whole lot different than other A series smartphones. It has the same glass-stick finish, which is basically plastic that mimics glass, and it has the same prism crush gradient with this pattern here, and while it looks good, it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet. This is obviously the Prism Crush blue variant, and I think it looks good, but my personal favorite has to be the white variant. But yeah, that personal thought aside, I think this is a very functional design. You get the usual buttons, and the bottom is where all the action lies, where you get the USB-C port, the headphone jack, and the single speaker. Another thing to note is that the phone comes with a dedicated dual SIM and micro SD slots in this slightly weird design. I mean, I had a little trouble getting this out and putting it back in, but hopefully that's not a problem for everyone. Moving on to the front, you get this display. The Galaxy A31 comes with a 6.4-inch FHD Plus Super AMOLED display with the Infinity U design. I mean, it is Super AMOLED, and yes, it's bright, sharp, and vibrant. And yeah, I like it a lot, especially since it's 2020 and we still don't have a lot of AMOLED phones in the mid-range and the budget segment. Anyway, the Galaxy M31 has the Widevine L1 certification, and Netflix and Prime Video movies and shows run in HD, so no problems there. And as you can see, watching videos on the display is a nice experience. Anyway, on the front you also get the in-display optical fingerprint scanner, which is decently fast, and there's also face unlock, which is pretty good. So the Super AMOLED display in the Galaxy A31 is obviously one of the highlights, but there's also the quad cameras on the back. You get 4 cameras here, a 48 megapixel primary camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, a 5 megapixel macro sensor, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor with all the different features like scene optimizer that supports 30 scenes now, the different modes like live focus mode, and more. Well, the quad camera specs sound good, and I've been taking a few photos from this phone, and so far the experience has been quite good. In good lighting, the phone takes some really good shots. The colors are apt, the details are good, and the dynamic range is impressive. I mean, just look at this shot. I love how the Galaxy A31 has managed to take a very good shot. Sometimes the A31 does not capture the shadows as well, but overall it's not a big deal, as you can see in this photo. Check out some low light shots now, and I think they're pretty decent too. Yes, there are some issues sometimes, but mostly the A31 does well in low light too. Anyway, it's not just the main camera. The ultra wide angle camera captures great shots while keeping the colors and the great dynamic range. As you can see, some of the photos here are really cinematic. Yeah, some shots are not as detailed, but I'm okay with that since most ultra wide angle cameras in this segment have this issue. Apart from that, the Galaxy A31 also has a dedicated depth sensor, so the portrait mode shots turn out pretty decent. There's also a dedicated macro camera which does an okay job. Just check out a couple of shots from the macro lens. On the video front, there's no 4K support or even 1080p at 60 FPS, which is a bit of a letdown, but here's a 1080p video I shot from the phone. Well, it's fairly stable and the quality is alright. On the front, the Galaxy A31 features a 20 megapixel selfie camera, and here are some selfies from the phone. And as you can see, the details in these selfies are pretty good, and the overall exposure is also pretty good. Overall, I'm yet to compare the Galaxy A31's quad cameras to other phones in this price segment, but so far I think the camera performance of the Galaxy A31 is pretty good. Next up, let's talk under the hood specs. So the Galaxy A31, unlike a lot of Samsung phones, does not come with an Exynos chipset. It comes with a MediaTek Helio P65 chipset with 6GB RAM and 128GB storage. Now check out the benchmark scores of the A31. Well, to be honest, the Helio P65 isn't a world beater chipset, but yeah, let's hope for the best. When it comes to real world performance though, it's too early to judge, but so far the phone has been fairly smooth. When it comes to gaming, PUBG Mobile runs on HD graphics and high frame rate by default, and that's the highest setting. And the gameplay is fine. I did face some stutters here and there, but it's definitely playable. Overall, like I said, it's too early to judge the performance of the Galaxy A31, but there's one thing I like, and that's the fact that the phone comes with the latest OneUI on board. It is OneUI 2.1 on top of Android 10, and that means you get all the great OneUI features including Samsung Pay, dark mode, navigation gestures and more. OneUI on the Galaxy A31 also includes live intelligence features which are aimed at India, like smart crop in screenshots, useful card in the Messages app, the more universal search and the great multilingual keyboard. Then there's the battery, which is one of the impressive things in this phone. The Galaxy A31 comes with a big 5000 mAh battery, which means that this phone will last long, no matter how you use it. I use my phones extensively and I think the Galaxy A31's big battery should be able to handle it with ease, especially since it's paired with the efficient Super AMOLED panel. I played PUBG Mobile on the Galaxy A31 for an hour and the phone lost 14% battery, which I think is pretty good. I also did a video playback test. I played a YouTube video at max brightness on the phone for an hour and the battery drain was just 9%. Now that is pretty awesome. Plus you can charge the phone fairly quickly. This 15-watt charger comes in the box and I think it shouldn't take that long to charge the phone. Well, it's time to conclude things. So at the time of shooting this video, we don't know the price of the Galaxy A31, but all in all, it's pretty clear that the Galaxy A31 is all about three important factors: the display, the cameras and the battery. See, the Super AMOLED display looks great, the cameras seem very good so far and the battery performance should be up there. Having said that, a lot depends on the price because the Helio P65's performance is something I'm yet to test out, and it will be interesting to see how the Galaxy A31 cameras compare to the competition. But these doubts apart, the Galaxy A31 seems like a solid package for people looking to buy a new Samsung A series smartphone. But those are our first impressions of the Galaxy A31. So what do you think? Tell us in the comment section down below. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and make sure to share it with your friends. And yeah, subscribe to the channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.